Hey guys, it's BW and we're back out in the garage. You guys just watched us finish welding up all the rest of the stuff for our main safety hoop, and now we're getting ready to put the crossbar in. It didn't fall where I wanted it to. It's actually on the first angle coming down. You can see how our safety hoop is on an angle, so the notch has got to be on an angle. I don't have fancy tools. I got that $18 clampy thing I got and a super smart wife. So we're gonna make it work. This is the mark where my shoulder is. We're gonna come down exactly 3 inches to the center of the crossbar. All right, and we're still gonna be on that angle. Now, in a perfect world, that would have been straight and we could just use this and you know, put it on the end of the pipe and trace it out, cut it, and put it in and weld it. Well, because it's on that angle, it's a little bit different. So I added this tape to it. You can see where the meat still has to be on the pipe. So the longest part of the pipe is right there where that black mark is, and that's 3 inches to the center of the shoulder mark, okay? And then I just held this level and we put the tape on there. Now I just rolled it in. Let me pull it out. So just rolled it in, but if you put it on there, the tape kind of hugs it going around. So we're gonna make the mark. I'm gonna cut it like 1/8 to 1/4 inch long and just kind of grind it in. But that tape gets us close because it's gonna be the regular notch for a notching on the top, but there's not gonna be a whole lot on the bottom. And that's how I'm coming up with how we're gonna notch this pipe to be in there nice and tight to TIG weld it in. Like you guys saw, we finished up the plates, and that's the last of the MIG welds. Anything in the cabin up through here on the hoop itself is all going to be TIG welded in. All right. I mean, our MIGs look really good. We could probably get away with those, but I'm just to be 100% sure. I don't want no grind marks on any of our welds, so we're just going to go ahead and do it that way. So right now, I just had Kim one in the house. She refuses to be on film, but we just got our measurement from this to that, and I think it was 52 1/4. Now I have to go in and ask her because I didn't write it down, but I'm fairly certain it was 52 1/4. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna get this pipe cut and then we'll notch it in. I'll certainly bring you guys along. Guys, well, it's windy and cold out there. I just took my 6-inch cutoff wheel and I roughed the notches and cut the pipe to length, and then I just came in and I just rounded them and brought them in real nice with the tiger disc. I feel like I needed to show you guys the layout. I don't remember if I did, so I'm showing you now just in case. You need a benchmark, and what I mean by a benchmark is you need to scribe a line the whole way down the tube. And what I did is I just grabbed the 2x4 from the rack, laid the pipe up against it, and I took my grease pencil and made a line the whole way down, okay? And what that does is you line that benchmark up with the split of your jig right here, right? And that way your radiuses won't be clocked one way or the other. They'll be identical on both sides, provided you line your benchmark up with this split, which we did. All right, so I wanted to show you guys that real quick. The tool worked good. I mean, this side is just a regular notch, and what we did here is we filled it in with tape until we got the right radius. You know, I got to give Kim credit for that. She really helped me a lot with this. She was showing me a video while I was looking at it and trying to figure out a way, and she was holding this And she get, and, you know, and she was holding it level like this, like when it's level, and there was a big air gap there. And while I'm looking at the video that she's showing me, while I'm sitting right where I'm sitting right now, I'm like, man, what if I just filled this in with some type of material, and the tape happened to be there, so it worked out great. All right, so that's how we come up with that. So I got to give Kim all the credit in the world for that. All right, I have already dry fitted the tube once. It fits great. I just wanted to show you guys the layout in case I missed it early on in the video. All right, it fits great. Now I really can't get her to come get it up inside of here, so I'm going to just get like a, I don't know, bottle jack or something, just something that once I get it in there, just to hold it. You just, I mean, it fits really nice, so we don't need a whole lot. We just need a little something to hold in the middle to hold it up. So let me get that set up, and then I'll show you guys that. All right, guys. Well, as you can see, I used the jack to hold it into the center. All right, there's no pressure on that whatsoever. It was just enough to hold the bar. And I went ahead and I put 2 tacks on it because we're really happy with our fitment. Look at that, guys. All the way around, okay? We're level. All right, I tacked the other side too, so I'm gonna take that jack back out and put it back away. Like I said, when you're by yourself, you gotta work creative. All right, I mean, I'm really satisfied with the fitment of the crossbar. All right, and you guys can see the tack. We're gonna TIG weld them all the way around. It's gonna look really sharp. All right, there won't be any questions when we're somewhere. When somebody looks at that, there'll be no grind marks, nothing like that. All right, be a nice, safe place to put our safety belt, and we'll be good and safe. All right. So I'm gonna go in and get myself something to eat, hang out with my wife. I've been out here all day. I want to go in and hang out with Kim for a little bit. She came out and helped me a lot today, and I really appreciate that. Now I'm gonna go in there and annoy her probably, but I'd like to hang out with her for a little bit. I'll come out here maybe a little later today and TIG weld them up, or tomorrow morning, whichever. All right, and then we'll see where we're at video wise. Maybe we'll put it up, maybe we'll wait a while. I don't know. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, as you can see, we got the crossbar welded in. It's the next day. It came out pretty good. It's not my best work, but it'll pass. It's good enough. It's nice and flat. There won't be any, go try to show you as much of the weld as I can. You know, there's no grind marks or anything. That's the main thing. That's why we TIG welded it, so we didn't have to take any chances. You know, a little tough to get in there on the backside. I had to use the foot pedal to control the heat, because whenever you're on local, you can't control the heat. So I had to use my thigh. I don't know if you guys saw that. I had to use my thigh when I was welding the inside to compress and control the heat with the pedal. Overall, like I said, I'm satisfied with the job. I mean, it came out really good. So once it's all painted up, it'll look even better, right? Our next step in the job is to notch these two pieces that I have right here. I got to take that tape off that we used to make those notches, because these are just going to take standard notches, and they're going to go to the top of the bar, okay, and then they're going to go down, and according to the directions they want them to end up right around where the shocks go. So I got to look around, I got to see where it goes. I know there's a rule, something about within 5 inches, so I think they're going to end up like right here, right after the bend, and they're going to go straight down. So we got to see where we got to put holes and everything like that. So I'm going to go in, get a fresh battery for the camera, dump the information I got in the computer, and then come back out and start laying it out. And yeah, I'll bring you guys along. So give me a little bit and we'll get back. All right, guys. Well, now what we want to do is we want to mark the notches for our rear struts to our roll bar. There's no need for a benchmark on this one like on the other one, because the other end is not going to be notched. It is going to get cut and it's going to be on an angle, but we don't know what that is yet. So the other side's running wild. And whenever we mark for that cut, this notch piece needs to be up into the top of our main safety hoop, if that makes sense, if the way I'm saying it, the way I want to lay it out. All right, so what we want to do is we just want to mark this out and use it as the tool was intended. Yesterday we kind of stretched it and made our own little thing, but man, did it work out nice, huh? There you go. No need for math when you got these things. Look at this. Right in. All right, that's marked out. I'll show you that real quick. Just did it with a grease pencil. There you go. We get that ground in, and once we get that ground in, I'll show you what's going to happen. There's the top of the main safety hoop, and it's going to go on here. So we don't know if it's going to be this angle, probably closer to this angle here if you're following my hands, you know. But either way, the notch is going to be just a standard notch up in there. And then the directions state that they want it to end up right in front of the rear shock mounts. Now the old ones are right there in the trunk, and they said right in front of those. So I'm thinking we're going to end up somewhere down right there. Probably put a hole through the floor. And we'll already have our angle irons clamped onto the frame, so when we come through the floor, we'll be able to mark the angle of the pipe and then cut the other pipe. That's what I was talking about, the other side running wild for right now. We just know we definitely need two notches into that main safety hoop. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the other one. I'm going to take them outside and I'm going to rough cut them in like I did the crossbar, and then I'll come back in and we'll see where we're at. All right, guys, well, we got the pipes notched. I used a 6-inch cutoff wheel just like I did for the center bar. Let you have a look at the job. All right, come out really well. Okay, I left the other one in the vise because I wanted to show you how I verify that saddle for that notch is level and true, so that we get a nice snug fit for our welding, just like we did on the center bar. All right, thought it was important to show you guys. First of all, look, there's no gaps in our saddle. Okay, we're good the whole way around. Now I'll make a nice tight weld with our TIG. So what I do is I always get a piece of scrap like this and I verify that it's level here. Going this way in the vise, excuse me, let me get that on there, that way in the vise, and that way in the vise. And like I say, when you're level both ways and across the top, and that saddle sitting down in there, that's a nice true job. Look how nice and clean that saddle is. All right, so that's how I do it. All right, that way everything stays nice and tight, and when it stays nice and tight, you get results like that. All right, I'm really happy with the job and how it's gone so far. I've had a few things pop up here at the house that I have to go take care of, So we're gonna have to get back to this and put these rear struts and then get them installed in a future video. No big deal, we're rolling right along. I hope you guys enjoyed the video I put together for you for this so far. If you have, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, tell people about us. We're trying to grow, we're trying to get better. You'll notice I'm playing around with the editing a little bit and trying to make our videos a little better every time. All right, I hope you liked it. Until next time, take care everybody.